be advised, everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and my opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to do your own research. All media used was found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealing. Hello, this is Mahogany Spirit coming to you from the UK, gossiping about all things royal. I'm going to be talking about none other than the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who have given me so much to talk about in the last few days. It's just been unbelievable. I do talk about this from a place of disappointment. I'm disappointed in both of them, very, very much so. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with this gossip because I feel that you guys need to know. So I'm going to be discussing a biography called Finding Freedom. Apparently that title was originally going to be A Thoroughly Modern Royal. Then it changed, or should I say it was going to be called Thoroughly Modern Royals. Yeah, that's it. Then, because Omid Scooby wasn't happy about that title, he decided to title it Finding Freedom, which obviously the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were in full agreement with. They thought it was a great idea because they felt that they'd been incarcerated in some kind of dungeon in Windsor Palace, and then incarcerated in Frogmore Cottage, then incarcerated in Vancouver, then incarcerated and now still continue to feel incarcerated in LA, the Beverly Hills mansion that Tyler Perry has loaned to them, I believe. I'm not sure whether the British taxpayer actually paying for that or not. But anyway, there you go. That's exactly how they feel about it. They feel that obviously they have just left prison because they have copied the title slightly, only just slightly, from Nelson Mandela's A Long Walk to Freedom, which he rightly deserved to put on the front cover of his book, because obviously we all know Nelson Mandela was an apartheid freedom fighter. He was incarcerated on Robin Hood Island, as I stated in my last video. He was there for over 20 years, you know, and obviously when he came out, it had been a long walk to freedom for him. But here we have this couple, this royal couple, or ex-royal couple, should I say, with all these attitudes of grandeur, feeling that they've been in some kind of prison. Well, if that's what prison looks like, living in mansion after mansion after mansion, having the finest foods given to you, then I don't know, am I deluded? Because I think they clearly are delusional. So anyway, they've titled this book Finding Freedom, which, as I stated, I feel is completely delusional. They feel that they was in prison. Harry feels it's his major escape from Britain, from the evil press in Britain, you know, because we're all wicked people and we're all racist in Britain, despite the fact that there are many people of colour, black, many ethnics here working in the UK, have lived, I'm a second generation Brit myself, have lived in the UK, you know, he just feels it's a horrendous place. His wife, his Mrs. Meghan, she's suffered horrendously in the UK, and they've just got to get out, and you know, they feel that that title is the title that their book should be called, Finding Freedom. But apparently Omid Scooby stated that he spent 2 years writing the book. So if he spent 2 years writing the book, they've been married for, what's it, 2 years now? It was obviously the plan, the great big plan, to actually not remain in the royal family. Hence the wedding was a showbiz wedding. Hence you had A-listers lining up, those of which they'd never met, personally the couple themselves, Oprah Winfrey. I don't think Meghan had ever met Idris Elba. We do know that Serena Williams was a friend prior to the wedding, but I'm not 100% sure she was friends with George and Mel Clooney. I'm not even sure about David Beckham and Victoria Beckham, and where the connection comes with Robbie Williams and Robbie Williams' wife Ida's daughter being a flower girl just beggars belief. I'm not even sure that she'd ever met any of these people before. You know, Byrd group that were in her sitcom Suits. Was it a sitcom or was it just a series? Not quite sure there. But one thing I know is I never watched it. She wasn't an A-lister. So I've stated this previously, but she was not an A-lister. So anyway, Omid Scooby says he's been working on this book, guys, for the last 2 years. Yep, he's been working on the book for 2 years, and he feels that this book should be called Finding Freedom, because that's what they wanted the book to be titled. But now we have another title in the midst, which is called Unbroken. What's the suggestion here? What is it? Is it that they're suggesting that they're unbroken? Is it that they are suggesting that they're unbroken, that their love affair's unbroken? Or is it that the British media didn't break them? Could it just be that the public, the British bigotry, tax-paying public that pay for them, haven't broken them? What are they suggesting here? Because it's all very bizarre to me. Well, anyway, they are well documented and known for stating Maya Angelou's quotes, thriving, not just surviving. They're well documented in stating that, but they don't seem to state quotes that really do sum them up, which I find extraordinary, that they're not stating other Maya Angelou quotes that actually do sum them up. Well, I've got one here for Meghan and Harry. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maybe Meghan and Harry ought to consider that quote as a reference point, how you made the British tax-paying public feel. Because as I stated in my very first video, I really was excited about this new dynamic with Meghan Markle being brought into the royal family, but subsequently I'm not happy with the way in which she's treated the royal family and her own family. The embarrassment that she's brought to the royal family and herself with her father, Thomas Markle. I'm actually beginning to question that. And until I've got more facts, I'm really not going to go in on that one. But I've got my doubts over that as well, which I will share with you once I do have more facts. But factually, they are discussing the change of the title of the book, which is very confusing because it was and has been known to be called Finding Freedom. You've got loose women presenters who no longer support them. Jane Moore basically just said that they're personally just not interested anymore. It's because this is a couple who basically said they wanted a private life. They wanted a private life, and this is what they said they wanted. And they went to Vancouver on the taxpayers' finances and money, and they really wanted this private life, and they got it. They were left alone by the media. Meghan kept on doing these publicity stunts. She was out walking the dog with baby Archie. Well, it didn't really look like baby Archie was really attached to her, but apparently so. It was baby Archie, and off she was out there with a baby carrier on her front, which was on all wonkedly, walking along with her dogs. This is basically just being the theme. And then they pop up again, making various statements. All of this uncalled for, come back to fulfill their final engagements. And then shortly after that, there's more statements released. And now we have Omid Scooby revealing that basically the book Finding Freedom was in preparation for the last 2 years. So we can see that it's all been one big plan. So tell me, guys, what do you think? You know, what's your opinion on this book? Do you feel ripped off as a taxpayer? And those that aren't taxpayers, how do you feel about the way in which the Duke and Sussex have treated the people of Britain? Do you think it's right? Do you think it's correct? Please let me know. Like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much.